Hello, how are you? I'm your English teacher, Sir Irfan Nawaz. Welcome to channel Grammar with Nawaz. Today we are going to discuss the concept of pronoun. So this is a good opportunity for the students to enhance their ability. This is the Grammar with Nawaz channel. In this video, you will learn first of all the definition, what is the pronoun, and then the types will be discussed one by one. So you are requested to subscribe my channel because whenever the new videos are uploaded, you will be getting the notification, and that is a good opportunity for you. Don't forget to like and share my videos to those among your communities who wants to understand the concepts of grammar. Let's get started. Concept of pronoun. Definition. A pronoun is a word that is used instead of a noun. It means in place of noun. Actually, it saves from the repetition of a noun. Examples: he has completed his work. In this sentence, colored one he and colored one his. Both of them are pronouns. He is subjective pronoun because it has been used earlier in the beginning, whereas second one his is a possessive pronoun. The second example, he met me on the road himself. In the sentence, we are going to come across three pronouns. First is subjective pronoun, that is he. Second is me, that is objective pronoun. And then himself, that is reflexive pronoun. As far as the kinds of pronouns are concerned, there are 10 kinds of pronoun. 1. Personal pronoun. Second, reflexive pronoun. Third, emphatic pronoun. Fourth, reciprocal pronoun. 5. Demonstrative pronoun. 6. Indefinite pronoun. 7. Interrogative pronoun. 8. Relative pronoun. 9. Distributive pronoun. And 10. Exclamatory pronoun. So these are all 10. Let's discuss one by one. First of all, personal pronoun. A personal pronoun is a pronoun that is used for particular person, thing, or animal. Actually, it is a substitute of particular or specific person, thing, or animals. Examples are he, she, it, I, we, they, you, because these are used as subjective case of pronoun. His, her, its, my, your, our, their. These are used in the middle before the noun. This is possessive case of pronoun. Him, her, it, them, yes, you, me. That is objective case of the pronoun. It is used at the end. So these are all personal pronoun. Second, reflexive pronoun. A reflexive pronoun is a word ends with self or selves. Self is used for singular and selves are used for plural. And when subject and object in the sentence are the same. Keep in your mind, when subject and object in the sentence are the same, it means that they belong to a same family. So this is often preceded by adverb, adjective, pronoun, or noun, which refers so long as she, as the antecedent is located within the same class. Antecedent is the kind of a noun which is used in the previous sentences, in first sentence. It means that when you are going to have two sentences, so antecedent will be discussed in the earlier. So now look at the example. She always does chores herself. Look at she and herself. Both of them are the same community. How? Because if I discuss the table of pronoun cases, so when we talk about subjective pronoun, we say he, she, possessive her, objective then again her, and reflexive herself. It means that they are all the same. So that's why in the definition I told you earlier, okay, when subject and object in the same are sentences. So she and herself are the same in the sentences according to the community. So she always does chores herself. She is a subjective pronoun and herself in the yellowish color, that is herself is reflexive pronoun. That car is in a class at by itself. That car, that is kind of adjective and it has pronoun. Subjective pronoun is in a class at by itself. So itself is a refer back to that car. You are too young to go out by yourselves. So yourselves are also the community of you. So yourselves are, that's a plural. And you can do singular as well. You can also say you are too young to go out by yourself if someone is going to be singular then. So it is plural, that's why we can say you are too young to go out by yourselves. So these are the examples of reflexive pronoun. Whenever we discuss about the reflexive pronoun, we should not forget the importance of emphatic pronoun as well, because these are the same as reflexive pronoun, but a bit differences there. So first of all, we discuss about the emphatic and intensive pronoun. Emphatic or intensive. According to the name, emphatic are used for emphasizing, stressing upon something. When something is very important to do, we use this. An emphatic pronoun or intensive pronoun is compound personal. Is a compound personal such as himself, myself, herself, used for emphasizing. That's it. And it is usually preceded by noun or pronoun which refers to. Look at he himself cooked the food. In this sentence, you see himself is coming right after the subject before the verb. This is the way of emphatic pronoun. If you had been used, you had used after the at the end of food, so it will be the reflexive. In the earliest, you have seen. See, herself played with toys. So herself is also coming like a emphatic pronoun and coming after the noun and before the verb. This is the mid position actually. I myself finish the work. Myself is coming right after the subject before the verb. So this is also example of emphatic pronoun. So emphatic pronouns are used in the middle, whereas reflexive pronouns are coming at the end. You can see herself, itself, and yourselves are coming at the end. So these are the reflexive pronoun, where this himself, herself, and myself are coming after the subject before the verb. So this is the mid position. So it is emphatic pronoun. Now, once we have discussed about individually emphatic and reflexive, don't forget to differentiate between intensive and reflexive. Intensive or emphatic pronouns adds emphasizes to noun or pronoun already named. They are used right after the subject, whereas reflexive pronoun are words that refers back noun or pronoun used as subject of the verb, subject of the verb. They are used as an object as well. So, examples, I myself cook the food emphatic. Myself is colored one is coming right after the subject and before the verb. Look and see here. Myself is coming before the subject and after the before the verb and after the subject. Second example, I cook the food myself. Now myself is coming at the end. So this is a great difference between emphatic and reflexive. Again, emphatics is used after the subject before the verb, whereas reflexive comes at the end of the sentence. I hope so. With these two examples, you can understand easily the difference between intensive and reflexive pronoun. Next one, reciprocal pronoun. Reciprocal pronoun is a type of pronoun which is used for one the participants of reciprocal constructions. They show actually mutual relationships. There are two kinds of reciprocal pronoun in the part of speech, that is each other and one another. What is the difference between them? Look at each other is when it is referencing two nouns. When you are talking about two nouns, when something is going on between two persons. One another is used for more than two, at least three, when something is going on between three or more than that. So that is the great difference between each other and one another. Now examples, look at example. Maria and Arsalan gave each other a gold rings on their wedding day because they were two. So that's why it happened. Activity happened between two persons. So that's why each other had been used. So Maria and Arsalan gave each other a gold rings on their wedding day. Second, the students congratulated one another on opening school after COVID-19. So this activity is concerned to whole community, that is a student, and they are a lot. So that's why one another is been used among them. So this is the example of reciprocal pronoun and each other and one another. Demonstrative pronoun. Demonstrative pronoun is a word used to point objects, that is this, that, these, those. Look at the word this. Example, this is my car, and that is your car. This is used for nearer objects, but that is used for the further subject. That is far away. This is my car, that is your turn. These are boys and those are flowers. So these are the examples of demonstrative pronoun. Indefinite pronoun. Indefinite pronoun is a pronoun which does not refer to a specific person. It is used generally, that is all another, any, anyone, anybody, anything, everybody, everyone, everything, few, many, nobody, none, one, several, somebody, some, someone, etc. These are all examples of indefinite pronoun because they are not specific, they are generally used, and we do not have sometimes specific information about the person which is being used. So that's why these are called indefinite pronoun. Interrogative pronoun. Interrogative pronoun is used for asking questions. They are used just four. Some people say they are just five. So why I say that that is four? Because whose is not concerned here. What, which, who, and whom. Whose are not mentioned because whose is mostly used with noun and that is considered to be interrogative adjective. It is not suitable to discuss here. So then what, which, who, and whom. What is your name? Who are you? Which is your shirt? Whom do you live with? So look, what, after the what, after the who, after the which, and after the whom. We do not discuss about any kind of a noun. Okay? If I say what time, what is time? What time do you, what time is right now? Okay? Then whenever, after the what, who, which, and which shirt. Okay? So this can be called interrogative adjective, but right now we are talking about interrogative pronoun. So this is very simple. What, who, which, and whom. After this we are using helping verb. We do not have a noun, so that's why these are called interrogative pronoun. Relative pronoun. A relative pronoun is a pronoun that introduces a relative class. It is called a relative pronoun because it relates to the word that is relative class modifies. Here is an example. The person who phoned me last night is my teacher. Look at the colored one who. Actually, this is the relative pronoun which refers back the antecedent person. The person is antecedent and who refers back to a person. So who is used basically a relative pronoun and used for people. So person is discussed, that who is being used. The above example who relates to the person who phoned me last night modifies. There are 5 basic relative pronouns: who, whom, whose, which and that. Look at who is used as a subject, whom mostly used as object, generally for the people, whose is for possession, which is for things, animals you can say, and that can be used for things, people and animal, all for their defining relative classes. So these are the simple one. Now come to the table, you can easily understand. In the list of pronoun we have who, whom, whose, which, that. But we have also discussed where, when, why and what. What are these? These are relative adverb. These are relative adverb. Whenever we discuss about the relative pronoun, we should not forget the importance of relative adverbs as well, because they are often used miscellaneously, collectively. Who refers to people, usage as a subject. Look at the example. He who overcomes his anger subdues his greatest enemy. Look at he and who, because who is a kind of a pronoun which refers back to he. He is antecedent and who is a objective pronoun, subjective pronoun. Whom relates to people, objects of the verb. She is a woman whom I met in Greece. So whom it shows relation and with a noun, but here it has been used as a object of the verb, object of the sentence in the middle of joining two sentences. Whose. So it means that who and whom are both are used for people. In the example, woman and he also. These are people, so that's why who and whom are used in both examples. Whose refers to possession. Whose keys are on the kitchen counter. Look at, I told you earlier, mostly these things are not discussed because whose keys when are used, these it shows the whose basically modifying or describing the keys. So this is the example of relative adjective, you can say adjective, possessive adjective you can say, because whose are asking a interrogative adjective you can say, because it is a kind of a question, and whose are being used in the beginning with the noun. So it cannot be called properly relative pronoun. So you should keep in your mind which refers to animal and object. This is not a good language which all understand not. So look at which refers back to language. So which is can be used like for animal and object. So this is the also relative pronoun. That is used for people, things and animals. It's a poor mouse that has only one hole. Poor mouse is an animal and that is used for it. Okay. Where, when and why and what. These are not relative pronoun but these are relative adverb. Where refers to places. Sign your name on the form where I have put a cross. It's a place. Okay. Your name on the form. On the form a kind of a place here. So that's why where has been used. When refers to time. Let's cross the bridge when we come to it. When the moment comes. So it is talking about the time of. Let's cross the bridge. Bridge is a place, but we are talking about the moment. So time of moment. So that's why when he has used. So why refers to reasons. I'd like to know the reason why you are so late. So why is used for reason. So why has been used here. And refers to things. What? Pardon me. I didn't hear what you said. So this is refers to thing. I didn't hear the stuff you are talking about. So what can be used. So this is the examples of relative adverb. Keep in your mind who, whom, whose, which, and that. These are relative pronoun, whereas where, when, why, and what. These are relative adverb. Distributor pronoun. They denote person or thing one at a time. They are always taken as a singular, take singular verb. Each, either, and neither are the classified as distributive pronoun. Each. Each means a number of persons or things considered individually. It means that it is used as a singular. Each of the PUBG player was beaten by his mother. Each of the, when we're talking about the any single person individually, each of the PUBG player was beaten by his mother. Second, each of the 5 marriages was successful. Each of the 5 marriages. We are talking about the 5 marriages, but we are individually talking about. So that's why each of the 5 marriages was, not were, successful. I bought 3 iPads for 30K each. So I'm talking about singular and usually. So each is used as a word for group of things, but individually. Neither and either. Neither means not one, not the other. Either means any of the two. Neither means not one, not the other. Either means any of the two. I tried both notes, but neither had NGC in it. Okay. So this is neither. It means you didn't get a kind of note which had a specific result, neither in it and neither in that. I have read neither of the books. Neither of the books that no nothing you have discussed. You haven't read any kind of a book. Neither. Neither of them knew that both of them were boys using fake IDs. Neither of them knew. Neither of them mean they were 2 persons, and both of them didn't know that they both of them were boys using fake IDs. Now talk about either. Any of the two. Either of two will work. Either of two, there are 2 persons, and one of the person will be eligible for working. So either of two will work. Would you like to try either of these? Either of these means you have 2 choices and you are supposed to choose one of them. So this is the examples of neither and either and distributive pronoun. Exclamatory pronoun. Exclamatory pronoun which is used to express sudden emotions or feelings. Examples: what, wow, hurrah. What? You don't know Burj Khalifa? So when it is used like this one. So when, what, and after that sign of interjection is used. Look at the example. After the what, sign of interjection has been used. And second sentence wow, and third hurrah. So sign of interjection has been used and then sentence starts. So this is the way of exclamatory pronoun. So what? You don't know Burj Khalifa? Wow, what a scene is this. Hurrah, COVID-19 is over. So these are the examples of exclamatory pronoun. Students, I hope so you have understood the whole kinds of pronoun, and you must have enjoyed the video. You have seen that I have clearly mentioned all the stuff very clearly for you. Thanks for watching my video. Stay home, safe please. Goodbye.